This isn't even hyperbole here. Um, I don't think it's reactionary to say this. I don't think it's out of line. Whatever you want to say. Frankie Montas might be the worst pitcher I've ever witnessed don the Mets uniform. And maybe it's reactionary because there's a lot of competition there. Don't get me wrong at all. But for the money that he's making, the fact that they jumped the starting pitching market in the offseason to get this guy, and he goes out there and gives that garbage every 5 days. Austin Warren gave more from the bullpen than Frankie Montas gave over the 4 innings that he worked today. I can't deal with this crap with them. It's time. It's just absolutely time. There is no excuses anymore. McLean and or Sproat have to get called up. They both have to. I don't know if you phantom IL Montas. I don't know if you just straight up release him at this point, and I honestly wouldn't even bat an eye. I don't know what you do anymore. Because I don't even want to watch him out of the bullpen. He stinks. He's so bad. And honestly, the last time that I talked about him, there was this part of me, for whatever reason, after I ended the stream last time and Montas had that stinker, that's like, you know what? I'll go into the next start that he makes with a little bit of an open mind, hoping maybe, just maybe he could bounce back and at least give a serviceable performance. Nope. You know what? I've sat here and said there really wasn't much for Stearns to do at the deadline to get a starter. I don't blame him, which is partially true. But there's also this part of me that is like, should they have just overpaid for a starting pitcher at the deadline? Because holy crap, with him and Holmes. At least with Clay Holmes, though, right? If I'm going to go with a silver lining with Holmes. One, if you put him in the bullpen, I could see it working. Two, he's clearly out of gas because he has not thrown this many innings in the major leagues before. So I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt to Clay Holmes a little bit. Montas. There is no excuse. They could have signed Severino for a few million more to keep him around. They could have signed Jose Quintana, brought him back at a fraction of the price for the money they're spending for this garbage. And keep in mind, he is here next year too. So unless you could somehow find a sucker that's willing to take a flyer on this crap for next year, good luck. I'm just so tired of this. And then Ryan Stanek too. He's no better. Every time he's out there, it's an adventure with him. Loading the bases. And then there's the occasional times he'll get out of it. But more times than not, this is the outcome where he absolutely implodes. And correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this the second time he had to be pulled for a position player because of how garbage he's been? He simply can't get the job done ever. It's got to the point where I wish they DFA'd him over Rico Garcia. Because Ryan Stanek has been garbage all year long. And then, to no surprise as well, and who would have thought when the Mets put up 12 runs yesterday, I came on this microphone and I said what I've had to say every time they have an offensive outburst. I don't care unless you build on it. And sure enough, to no surprise, this isn't a surprise to me. It's not a surprise to most. The offense didn't build on what they did yesterday. Just pathetic at bats yet again, letting a rookie, Carson Wissenhunt, absolutely pants you, which only made me want to call up the rookies more with Sproat and McLean because I'm watching the Giants send out their top pitching prospect to absolutely spank the Mets out there. Meanwhile, Frankie Montas with his $17 million going out there to suck every single outing, pretty much. Except for what? One against the Braves. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, Paul Blackburn's on the horizon, though, for a return, right? If that makes anyone feel better. That makes anyone feel great. Because I know it doesn't make me feel great. It's time you call up the prospects, though. I mean, I don't know what more you need to see from these guys. At the very least, or at the very worst, I should say, what, you're getting the same performance that you're getting from these guys? And I doubt it is. I don't think it's actually possible for these guys to perform worse than Montas and Holmes. I genuinely don't think it's humanly possible for that. And then, like I said, with this offense, it doesn't mean much in the end because Tyrone Taylor's rotting on the bench now for the rest of the year anyway. But I mean, even just watching him swing at that pitch that hit him inside. Juan Soto killing more dirt worms out there. Hey, Lindor had a home run in the first inning. Nimmo had a hit. Yippee. I mean, the only one I could sit here and say deserves any sort of flowers for their offensive performance today was Francisco Alvarez. That was it. Maybe Jeff McNeil if you want to be nice. But Francisco Alvarez is the only one where I could sit here and say, you know what, he had a good day at the plate. Everyone else, Pete Alonso, folding in a situational spot because there were opportunities to keep this game close. Whether it's Mendoza if he pulled Montas earlier, or whether they just clawed back from being down 7-1. They had opportunities with guys on base, but no. Nope. But again, it doesn't matter when Montas stinks, Stanek stinks. This offense can't replicate a good performance 2 days in a row. It's just the usual. The only positive that I could spin is that you didn't have to use your quality relievers, which I don't know if that even means anything because this is offense going to show up for the quality relievers tomorrow. I don't know. Probably not, but I don't know. That's the only silver lining thanks to Austin Warren, who unfortunately is going to be sent on a bus to Syracuse, but Ryan Stanek is going to get to stick around because of the money that he's making. But credit to Austin Warren. I mean, Warren and Alvarez are the only ones that deserve any sort of flowers for the way this game, for today's game. Other than that, garbage. DFA Montas and Stanek. I wish. Sproat and McLean have to be called up. I mean, it's time. No one argued with you though. Well, that's the thing. No one argued that the offense was going to carry over. Did we say we hope it does? Yeah. Doesn't mean we thought it was. Montas is a stiff. They never should have signed him in the first place. Cut him. And I tried to be optimistic, if you will, or at least fair. I should say optimistic because I didn't look at Frankie Montas when they signed him and said, "Oh yeah, great signing." I tried to be I don't know what word I want to use, but I tried to look at it objectively and say, you know what, starting pitching five money is this at the end of the day. If he could give you number five type of performances, then okay. I mean, you could live with it. He's giving you far worse than that. Worse than I ever could have imagined. I mean, last year, even just looking at his game logs, nowhere near these kind of outings. To put it into perspective here, let's say he has 3 outings where he has allowed 5 or more runs in a very limited sample size. Last year, he had 4 outings where he allowed 5 or more runs, and he actually pitched the entire season pretty much there, if I'm not mistaken here. Let's see how many starts he made last year. He made 30. I mean, he made 30 starts, pretty much a full season of work. So in 30 starts last year, he had 4 outings where he allowed 5 or more runs. This year, he's already at 3 in a fraction of the amount of games, in 7 games. So I tried to be somewhat objective with the signing. No. And you know what? Shame on me for not sticking to my grounds in that regard in the offseason, because there was this part of me too where I want to give David Stearns the benefit of the doubt when he signed guys like Montas and Holmes for the rotation, because I saw what happened last year between Severino, Minaya, and even at parts last year, Katana. Not that he signed Katana, but you get what I mean. I tried to be objective because those guys outperformed well above, like they performed way better than what our expectations were. So I tried to give the benefit of the doubt, but I was dead wrong for doing that. Dead on wrong. Yeah, no, it wasn't great at all today, Lulu. The situational hitting was not good at all. Chris, they are a bipolar team. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here because I got to get going either way. There will be more to talk about on the podcast. Oh, believe me, it is going to be a wild episode tomorrow. Matt will probably give you the more calm version of the frustration. I'm going to give you the more yelling, screaming, angry version of the rant tomorrow. You don't want to miss it, though. I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.